going on right there. Yay! Now watch, this is your first time tasting. Hi you guys, come on and join. It is. Hi! Hey Hamdi and Serrano. If you're new, type new in there and I will know if you aren't. Say hey. Welcome, welcome. I'm LynnRose. I scope on media, music, motivation, and marketing, and sometimes take you behind the scenes. So tonight we have. Let me try. We had a gala. They're packing up. It was quite lovely. You can't really see anymore. But let me tell you about the wine. Hi, you guys. What happened to y'all?
Where in India
All right.
are you from?
Anyway,
What part of India?
spread the word because you guys want to hear these facts about the wine. Okay, so I'm gonna taste the wine here. This is Vinium, by the way,
Oh, good, you're getting some wine.
and some better scope. Salam. All right, here we go.
I'm so wound up. I'm definitely gonna like this wine.
I swear, it is so good. Okay, and this is Richard.
Well, hello.
Hello, Richard, and he is the founder of Vinium. Yes,
Vinium Wine. Thank you very much, sir.
it's lovely,
I
right?
actually
He
like on the
waited all
sweeter
night
side.
hoping to win this wine. This is
Exactly,
White,
exactly.
right?
Thank you very much. Happy
So she's
Funny
gonna
Sue.
get it one drop at a time.
Yes, she is. She is. Look, everyone's going for it. Don't you guys want some of that too? So, Richard, tell us a little bit about the wine. First of all, back it to me for a little bit. Richard just said while I'm tasting the wine, I'm like, I'm not feeling too well. I think, thank you, Art. Hi, Bliss, the future. She says, I want some. I know, believe me, you do. This is so good. And what's great? It's a special wine, and he'll tell us why. But first, some facts about wine. I didn't even know it's an antiseptic because I wasn't feeling well. He said, oh, it's an antiseptic. So about wine and then about yours and what makes this so unbelievably yummy.
The beauty of wine is it's alcohol because you take grapes and a little bit of yeast goes along with the sugar and creates alcohol. Alcohol is an antiseptic, as we all know. We sometimes put it on our cuts and bruises, but as we drink wine, if we have any intestinal issues inside, wine can kind of just clean them up. The really best thing I think about
Isn't that a good reason to have a glass of wine? Come on.
No, but better than that is, let's just say, of course, we're here in Los Angeles, and we're driving around on the highway, and 17 people cut you off, right? And you get home, and you're like, that one little glass of wine at the end of the night can just make your day just melt away and just be really relaxing and calm. And being calm is a very good thing.
Yeah, I would say so. So, by the way, if y'all have any questions, feel free, because now's the time. But he was saying there's some really interesting things about the wine, the community, the integrity of how it's made. And I think that's important, and tell us why it's important, but tell me some of those things you're about to reveal.
Well, first of all, Vinium is it's a new venture with winemaker George Bursick, who is one of the top winemakers in the world. He's made the top wine of the world twice in his life, which I don't think anyone else has done. I'm a veteran in the wine industry, and I decided that there's way too many bottles in this world. And for instance, the Americans consume 4 billion bottles of wine a year, which, by the way, we should all stand up and congratulate ourselves because we are now the largest wine-consuming nation. However,
and I consume 1 billion of those.
you consume your share, but there's a issue when anything gets overabundant, and sometimes abundance is great, but when you think of 4 billion bottles, and when the EPA says that only 20% of all wine bottles will ever get repurposed or recycled, right? But we don't know that because we put it out in the little blue barrels or however we recycle, and think that a fairy godmother just comes and takes them away. You really can't recycle colored glass. That's just one thing. But the bottle itself, in its life cycle, creates 3 pounds of greenhouse gas or CO2, which, of course, CO2 you can't really see, but it's creating havoc on our atmosphere. So, I'm not a true tree hugger, but I do care about our planet like we all should. And when you think of putting wine into a barrel like this or into an alternative package that is going to not only help the planet, but it also keeps our wine fresh for over 6 weeks after opening it.
It keeps it fresh for 6 weeks
Yeah,
after
that's
opening?
our new package, which
I'm gonna go finish doing my walk around.
I can't really show it to you because it's still in the planning stage, but
You guys just at home, like me, go, huh? What?
Yeah.
Is that true? And Art, thank you so much. And thank you, Happy Funny Sue. That's awesome. We appreciate you saying that. The hearts going. Thank you so much for the hearts. You got all sorts of hearts coming. I think that's from Sue. Thank you, Sue. And he's going to show us something.
I'm going to show you a sneak peek of our my new design package, and it is.
Hello, Yorkshire.
It's the new Vinium cask. So,
oh my God!
In that cask, which is the equivalent of 2 bottles, but it's the equivalent of about 20% of the carbon footprint of the 100% that the bottle uses, will give you not only amazing wine, but at half the price that you would pay in a bottle.
Okay. So, did you absorb what he just said? Because that was huge. Did you absorb that? That was huge.
Well,
seriously, they're changing the packaging of the wine. First of all, to get 2 bottles in one, yes.
That's a plus.
And it's going to be cheaper because of, I guess, how you're manufacturing it, and for the environment. I think that
and the freshness of the wine. So you can actually go home, open this package. You can open our package, and you can have a glass. You can go skiing for the weekend, come back, have another glass. You can go away go to Hawaii for a week if you like. Come back, and the wine is still the same freshness as the day you opened it. Now, I didn't invent that technology, but what we did was perfect it.
Oh, that is so good. You perfected it.
Yeah.
And you're coming out with it. You're actually releasing it.
We are just about finished with our final engineering of the packaging. We are we did a test market at Whole Foods last summer. And we had 20 stores in Southern California, and they liked it. They liked the wine, they liked the packaging. Whole Foods said to me, Richie, you really should have a distributor that can distribute to all of our stores. You'll never be able to do it by yourself.
Oh.
And I was like, well, okay, that makes sense. So I took Vinium to the largest distributor in the country, and guess what? They liked it. So the next step was,
and by
of course,
the way, the reason they liked it is because it's awesome. It is so.
The wine's good. Oh, did I mention? I did, but I'll mention again. George Bursick, who is our winemaker, has made the top wine of the world 2 times. And this also stands for Vinium, the V for Vinium.
Oh, great.
But 2 times.
Yeah.
We call him 2-time George. And the funny thing is, he's so humble. He's like, oh, I don't believe everything you read. I'm like, look, dude, I'm going to tell people because he's that good. He is a genius when it comes to making wine. And so what we do is we take the extra wines from some of the top wineries that wouldn't fit into their blend. Then George blends them together expertly, as I might add. And then because of our packaging and because we're kind of buying their wine that they're not going to use, we're able to offer you like a $30 bottle of wine, but 2 bottles for around $25.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's
Well, that's amazing. Okay, I love this man. Can you see why I had to scope? But also, we had 40 and down to 30, but just know that there's thousands of followers, and they watch replays, and it's middle of the night right now.
Oh, yeah.
What a bargain, right?
What a bargain.
And Keith, you're hysterical. Hello, wine? Hello, genius? Hello. Fantastic. Oh, Keith, thank you for inviting followers. I didn't even ask folks to invite followers, but thank you. That is great. And also, if you're not following, ready to swipe to the right, swipe up and follow, because we have all sorts of fun scopes on LynnRose, music, media, motivation, and marketing. And sometimes behind the scenes, like right now. Hello, Art, that's so funny. Hello, Hottie. That's so funny. Keith, thank you. Keith, thank you. All right, so back to our... And what he's doing, you're basically changing the wine industry. If you think about it,
we're in a very nice way. We're looking to disrupt the wine industry, and the reason for that is that our new package, which again, this isn't it, but this will be available as well. Our 2-bottle package is going to fit into the category, the bag-in-a-box type category, for people that want to stay fresh, they want to help the environment, but they want value. What's happened is we don't have any wine higher than the basic premium wine, which is black box or Boda box. Good wine, but not great wine. Vinium is now creating a new category, and we're inviting other wineries to join us so that you get a full shelf of these great wines at great bargains. And so we don't want to be alone on the shelf. We're very happy to be the first ones, but we don't want to be sitting there by ourselves. Think about Kettle One Vodka and Belvedere Vodka when they came out in the 90s. When they were all alone by themselves, they did okay. But when Grey Goose and Ciroc and 700 other vodkas came out, it was a revolution. And so Patron Tequila built an entire category of super premium tequilas. We're looking to do the same thing, and we need people's help, by the way. So the name is Vinium, and our winery is ViniumWine.com. That's VINIUM. Wine.com.
Vinium. Well, I don't know if you want me to show this, but this is Richard. He's the founder, as you can see, Vinium. And is it Vinium.com, or where did they go to?
ViniumWine.com.
ViniumWine.com. Can someone put that up there in the comments? You need to get Vinium on scope. I know, Keith. This is what I'm showing.
I just found out about this, and I will be there tomorrow.
Exactly.
Lisa's going to help me get started. And,
I'm Lynn, by the way.
I'm sorry, Lynn. LynnRose.
The reason
too much of my wine.
Show the winery. The reason he did that is because the gal who leads the gala is Lisa. So we all have that. Fine. No, that's totally fine.
I feel so.
Hey, it's okay. You're a genius. You're allowed. It's all good.
Thank you, but I'm not a genius. I've just been in the industry for so long that I've seen so many changes, and through I'll tell you the real backstory here is the sustainability piece came from my 25-year-old son who had just come back from Europe and said, Dad, they're pouring wine right out of barrels into people's bottles. They're doing things that we're not doing. Why aren't we doing this? I'm like, geez, son, I do not know that. And we're walking through Boston Common on a green spring day. That came about. The other thing is that during the recession...
Now hold that thought, because I just have to say a couple things, because again it's commenting.
Yep.
So, yes, he did that because it's wine. And also, who this is the founder of Vinium. He sounds like Paul Reiser.
All right.
We'll listen to your story, but can we?
I'm wicked funny.
Her? He's wicked funny. And he's the founder of Vinium, and we were talking about all sorts of fun facts about wine, and also why Vinium is special. And the reason, by the way, this is Richard's first time being on a scope.
Yes.
Right? And he's doing fantastic. But the reason I'm re-saying this is some people, the way Periscope works is they'll peek in and they'll peek out.
Okay.
And so, and sometimes they'll stay the whole time, but you have to, people come in sometimes in the middle, and you just have to catch them up. Do you like Australian wine is a question.
Do I? I do like Australian wine. As a matter of fact, Daryl Groom, who is a dear friend of mine, came from Australia, and he's making wine in California right now, and he's the one who introduced me to my winemaker, George Bursick. So I've been to Australia, and it was in 1984 when wine was $1.80 a bottle, and I liked it even better then.
What? $1.80 a bottle?
$1.80.
Oh my God.
And by the way, when I first got in the business in 1987, we used to sell Australian wine 2 for $5 in Massachusetts.
2 for $5.
2 for $5, and the wine was pretty good.
You know, in the early 2000s, when I was in France and Italy, you could get amazing tasting wine for $2.
Yeah.
I mean, not here.
Yeah.
But someone said, oh.
Hey,
Hello, Boston. Keith. That's so funny. I love these stories here. That's great, Olivia. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. It's so funny. The numbers are kind of going up and down, but that's totally great. We just are so appreciate you guys being here. Someone asked a question. Oh, what's a good gifting wine? That's what they asked. What's a good gifting wine? And feel free to ask your questions. We might pause till we answer them because I want to have Richard finish, his answer.
This is one that you like yourself, and that you can tell the story about it. And hey, I tried this at a restaurant, and it was amazing. We thought it was great, and here I want you to share what I had, and that's probably the best way to give a gift of wine.
That's a great answer, Richard. And in fact, here's a really great gifting wine, Vinium.
Except we're not made yet, so we're.
Oh, you're not available yet.
We're available only in the very large format. We made this for restaurants, and now we're coming out with the retail package in the spring.
This is a game changer for restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
well,
you guys. that because, you know, they have a bottle and then they have to throw it away. I get bad bottles of
All the
glasses of wine
time.
all the time. Like just last night,
Yeah,
I was like, this is off.
Yeah.
And then they brought the real glass and it was awesome. But what's great about the way of this being in here, if you came in, that they have packaging they're going to make available for people that's smaller, but right now this way, and it lasts for weeks and weeks.
Think about going into a restaurant and you see at the end of the bar 8 or 9 bottles with all the corks sticking up, and you're like, oh, geez, I think I'll have a Manhattan. You know, you.
Can I taste? Here you go. Taste. Mwah, yummy. That is so
That's
cool,
awesome.
isn't it? So in exchange for wine,
Yes.
because that's how crazy I am for wine, I'm gonna work, just at least help whatever way I can with them in scoping, and even do a scope up in Napa right after. Maybe we can do something really fun. What do you guys think about this? Who's going to the Periscope Summit? And those who want to, we do a trip afterwards to the winery.
We'll do a tour.
We'll do a tour.
Yeah.
And you guys can taste it. So if you're going to be at the Periscope Summit, after the summit, I'm going to the Vinium Winery. Y'all can come. But if not, just know we're going to be scoping from there. Okay. Louise. All right, not me. Joe can be my representative. All right, Keith, that's fine. But you know what? Let's say our goodbye. Starting to climb back up again, but hey, yes to wellness. Awesome to see you. So this is Richard. He is the founder of Vinium. They are doing a game-changing thing around wine and hoping other winemakers follow. And they have very special wine. Where is the Periscope Summit? Really? Just kidding, Kathy. That's fine. I get a chance to tell you about it. Oops. Back to me. So the Periscope Summit is in San Francisco, and it's January 14th through 16th. If you Google Periscope Summit San Francisco January, you'll find it. Okay. Okay. So on duties, cork or screw top, Richard.
I'm happy with both. The only reason that the screw cap came back into fashion is because 1 out of every 24 corks in the world are tainted. And I had not an argument, but I had a discussion with an Australian winemaker back in 1997. I was like,
France is with us. Hi, France. We love you.
hey, France.
Anyway, keep going.
So I was like, hey, mate, you know, what's with the screw cap? And he's like, you know, Richie, he says, I make great wine. And if you don't like my wine, then that's fine. But if a cork made my wine taste bad and you tasted it and you think that's what I made, I'm not having it. So I'm using the screw cap. So I started using the screw cap after that explanation, and I'm quite happy with it. See, wine is not always about the romance. Sometimes you just want a glass of wine, right?
Yeah.
And so the screw cap or the box of wine, as long as the wine is awesome, it doesn't really matter how you open it or what the vessel is. It's about what's in the glass. And you know, is it making a difference? So if that screw cap is saving the wine and preserving it and making it taste better, then it's a great thing. If the cork is ruining the wine, then it's a bad thing. But if the cork is doing its job, then everybody's happy.
Yeah, except that the way you're doing wine now that'll be coming out, game changer, will allow the everyday person to be able to have the same experience as your own wine barrel at home. Right? So you get to have your own wine barrel at home and enjoy wine for weeks on end and not have it go bad because of a cork. I just drink, don't open, so the screw cork cap is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a good cheese to pair with that wine?
Well, this is a Zinfandel from Mendocino County, so it's a very rich, kind of voluptuous wine. So you want a cheese that's got some good strong flavors, something hard, maybe even a Reggiano, Parmigiano, or something.
Seriously, that's my favorite cheese.
Yeah, just a nice hard cheese with a good crusty bread.
Scorpion cheese? Do you know what that is?
No, but I am a scorpion myself. My birthday is actually, is it after midnight?
It's after midnight.
It's my birthday today.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
Happy birthday.
It's his birthday! Okay.
Okay.
We're going to sing happy birthday and give him lots of hearts. It's a very hot cheese. Scorpion cheese. Oh, well, that's why they call it scorpion, right? Happy birthday. Do birthday emojis, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
She's a great singer, by the way.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Yay. Oh, crusty bread. So turn around towards you. It's on the lower numbers. It was up like at 40 and going higher and 50 earlier.
Because they want to see you.
Because no.
Yeah, pretty sure.
No, it's all good. Happy birthday, joyeux anniversaire. Amazing singer. Oh, she can sing. Thank you, guys. All right, so we are enjoying this amazing wine, and very much for joining us. Oh, look, we got little birthday emojis happening.
Feliz
Oh,
cumpleaños.
Kathy in a different language. How about our Frenchie? Can you do one from Paris, France, or from France? Sorry, might not be Paris. Big thing in Australian wineries, our Chinese buyers are asking to something their labels.
Yeah, I mean, China is starting to drink a lot of wine too. As a matter of fact, they're planting a lot of vineyards as well. So they're going to be buying up a lot of wine. So our whole thing is, I'm all about the American wine. Just I have nothing against Australia, New Zealand, France, Italy. Love them all. But I think Americans should drink American wine because when you go to France, they're not drinking Italian wine.
Right.
And they're not drinking wine from Chile. They're drinking French wine. And we need to support our local farmers. And and by the way, the travel time from California to California is a lot easier than bringing something in a ship and trucking it across the nation from France. So I'm just one of those buy American types.
Yeah. Well, and just because we have all around the world, it makes sense when you're in France, you're going to have French wine because it's fresh and
it goes better with their food. Their whole industry revolves around themselves and their food. And same with us. We're not eating French food here up in California. We're making a lot of nice healthy choices. We don't necessarily have the Mediterranean diet, so maybe a really crisp Sauvignon Blanc from the Central Coast, or a Pinot Noir from up in let's say Russian River Valley goes better with the type of cuisine that we're having, and that's why the Italians have their wines and the way that this is all was formulated way before my time. By the way, it was sisters and monks creating, the place where Chardonnay grows in France and where Pinot Noir grows, and only Cabernet grows in Bordeaux, and that has nothing to do with me, but it carried over into California, and there's a reason why Cabernet is growing on that side of the street and Chardonnay is growing over there. There's a reason why there's not a lot of Sauvignon Blanc up in the Napa Valley, because it's too hot. There's so many great things about wine, and Lynn, I will actually get on Periscope, and hopefully you can help me. And I'd love to educate the folks and get to meet them and keep in touch and
wonderful.
tell them all about what we're doing in the future and keep them informed.
So that's great. So we're gonna have to wrap this up, you guys. But if you do want, well, you would love that, right? With Richard and coming. And where are you guys located? In Napa? And they're saying that would be awesome.
St. Helena is the town that the winery is in. And so Napa Valley, the Route 29 starts in Napa, it goes to Yountville, and then it's Oakville, Rutherford, and then St. Helena, and then Calistoga. So St. Helena is kind of right in the middle of it all, and beautiful, beautiful area. If you've never been, I should somehow give you my number. Well, if you ever want to get in touch with me,
I can. If you want, you want me to show that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this is his number. He's gonna. Okay.
Call me anytime.
He says, call him.
Anytime.
Okay, so we're going to show you the number, and you take a screenshot. There you go. Take a screenshot if you want that. Okay, that's his name. That's his number. That's his email. Keith is like, call him right now. You could, because he's awake. And 2 more questions, and then we're ending, because people ask these questions. I don't want to ignore them, so thank you. And someone took a screenshot. Awesome. All right. What do you think of San Luis Obispo?
San Luis Obispo
Wine. And the other question was, what did you think of the movie Sideways? And then we'll say our goodbyes as we once more celebrate.
San Luis Obispo makes great wine. California is doing a wonderful, wonderful job. Anything from the Central Coast up, I think, is the best that you're going to find. The movie